trying whatever they can to find an answer in there.
3 years in Miami for Hagan. Here goes Ahmad Bradshaw, and Bradshaw loses the ball. And recovered by Philadelphia at the 23-yard line. Asante Samuel. 6 fumbles this season for Bradshaw, the most in the NFL.
Great job by Brandon Graham, the young rookie in here. He understood the guy was getting held up. And watch this. Just rip that baby right out of there. And for Ahmad Bradshaw, the fumbling issues continue. Now, he didn't get that ball away from his body, but it has been a major factor this season.
Michael stands him up. Graham rips it out. Samuel recovers. And Vic has a short field to work with now at the 23-yard line.
Manning under pressure, breaks free. Pushes it forward, pops up in the air, comes down to the end zone. Is it intercepted? It is. Jason McCourty, the Rutgers guy. Eli, tremendous credit for his escapability, but unfortunately, trying to toss it left-handed into the end zone, a bad decision.
All 3 timeouts, they could easily punt this football and play defense.
We're afraid to. Manning's going to run for it. He's going to get the first down. It gets to the 40-yard line, and then as he goes down, the ball comes loose. There was a whistle. You heard the whistle. Then there's a little fight that breaks out. You heard the whistle as Manning went down. If you slide to a stop, that's the end of the play. If you dive, you're still in play until you get touched at the end of the play. So here's Manning. So he has to be touched before the ball comes loose. The ball looks like it's loose before anybody gets there, before he's touched, before he's down. There it is. And then Samuel is there to come up with the ball, and they're going to rule it a fumble.
I think what Tom Coughlin's saying is,
the ball came loose. Philadelphia recovered the ball. First down.
That's the difference between going head first and feet first. Feet first, end of play. Head first, the play is still going until you get touched.
and you can sort of declare yourself down, but that was not one of those situations. I mean, Eli is still here clearly going for yardage, does not slide. And without being touched, that ball was out.
Deja vu happened last year in the Giants-Eagles game at the end of the season with Manning.
If he goes the other way, he's down the minute he starts to slide.
And that Coughlin's going to challenge it, but I can't see where he wins this.
Pass is picked off. Intercepted by McCann. No one to get it. Brian McCann all alone. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. There are no flags. First career interception for McCann, and he turns it into a touchdown. And that was on Hakeem Nicks. Eli Manning was expecting him to run a slant route, and Hakeem starts on it, as you're going to see, but then he stops right there. And McCann already had inside leverage, but you have got to cross his face once you start there, because the quarterback's anticipating that you will, and when you don't, that's what happens. 101 yards on the return, and like that, with the Giants so close to maybe taking a lead, McCann checks out himself up on the big screen. The two head coaches, Jason Garrett's Cowboys, are up by 13. So 101 yards from Brian McCann, number 37, his first in the NFL. From Camp Leatherneck in Afghanistan cheering. The Cowboy fans are at least. 16-3 Dallas.
To the Raiders in Oakland. We'll be taking you to Oakland, back to Seattle, and back to Pittsburgh shortly, but not until we get a resolution between the Giants and the Eagles.
Jackson bobbles it and now has to try and recover. Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding? Deshaun Jackson still not in, and now in for the touchdown. No flags. Unbelievable. No time left. Eagles win. Tom Coughlin, looks like he went right to Matt Dodge and was asking him what he was doing. He had been asked to kick it out of bounds. That is incredible. It's a 65-yard return. It was an awful punt. A line drive. Jackson bobbled it and then let blocks get set up. Picked his way through the Giants, got a block late, and then took it up the goal line before going into the end zone. There's no time remaining, and with that stunning ending, the Philadelphia Eagles come all the way back and are going to win this game. That makes Philadelphia 10-4. They've now swept the season series against the Giants. They're going to make the Eagles kick the extra point. But it just adds to the misery here for Tom Coughlin, who immediately went to his rookie punter, Matt Dodge, and talked to him about the punt, which was on a line right to Deshaun Jackson, which is impossible to explain. Deshaun Jackson is one of the few big play home run hitters returning punts, and how the Giants let Deshaun Jackson get his hands even on the football, let alone return it for 65 yards and the game-winning score, is absolutely not to be explained.
You can't explain it, Joe. Tom Coughlin wants an explanation, but he's not going to get one.
And this is to make it a 7-point game, and that's it. This game was 24-10 Eagles trailing, entering the fourth.
And the Eagle